We're coming into the beginning of 2024 and you might be on the train of wanting to start your own business, and that's excellent. Now, there's many businesses out there and it could be stressful, frustrating to find that business that's right for you. In this video, we're gonna talk about 5 businesses you should avoid like the plague. And I've just seen so many people get burnt out, lose money, lose their investment, be embarrassed in front of their friends and their family. It's happened to my own family on some of these businesses that they've gotten kind of screwed over. So I don't wanna see the same happen to you. Here are those 5 businesses. Number 1 is Amazon stores, which is drop shipping, Shopify, anything that falls in that umbrella. This is a horrible business to start in 2024. Everyone and their mother, including my own mother, God bless her, has gotten scammed by an Amazon dropshipper, selling them Amazon stores, starting them. Amazon has been very smart and caught on. It's gotten more and more difficult to do that. Dropshipping has become a thing of the past. It is frowned upon in the community. No real businesses enjoy it. No real businesses profit from it. Just the other day, I was listening to a podcast of someone that was making $7 million dropshipping, losing money every month. So avoid that business. There's plenty of other businesses you guys could do besides those. By the way, those businesses will probably ruin your reputation. Now, don't get me wrong. There are people making money with these businesses. There are people making money with dropshipping and all that. But the problem is that the format, the way people are teaching it online and on podcasts and on books and on YouTube channels, it's just truly false and not working. It's this get rich quick. It's click these couple buttons. It's set up a Shopify store and run Facebook ads and get rich. And that's just not how it works. It really takes a business plan. It takes marketing plan, a sales plan. It takes innovation. You need to be different on the marketplace. You need to have different things on your website, different things on your marketing channels. And it takes a full business. And sometimes it takes a team, and it takes hiring, and it takes recruiting, and it takes a payroll. So these are all real things that happen in this business for the people that are making money. And the challenge is the way that people are teaching it. And if you implement it, you could ruin your reputation. Because if you get people involved into your business that's not working or that's being kind of shady or gray to the marketplace, that goes a long way. So avoid that. The second business to start is Airbnb Arbitrage, or whether you own houses and you want to list them on Airbnb. Avoid that business in 2024. I mean, you could just go online, just type it in and see the trends, see the trends, see the trends. And unfortunately, it's going down. It was a great business. The idea is excellent. Is Airbnb going to be around? Yes. Is Airbnb a good business and the concept? I love it. Amazing. But in practicality, people are just not spending that much money traveling at this point in time. Credit card debt is at an all-time high. People are, and their income is at an all-time low. People are just saving money. People can't afford to live in their own homes at this time. People can't afford to buy homes, yet alone they're going to travel to Miami and rent a $2,000 a night pad with their friends. I don't think so. I would avoid Airbnb. I would avoid the arbitrage business. A lot of it too is just that get rich quick, make $5,000 a month with one house type deal. Yeah, right, okay? Really think about it. Really take a second and think about, you're gonna rent a house from somebody else. You're gonna do furniture on it. So you're gonna put first as security, you're gonna invest in furniture, you're gonna market on Airbnb. And right now, to stand out, it takes a lot of knowledge and it takes some ad dollars to stand out. Your listing has to be different, the house has to be different, therefore your investment is higher. You're going to have to put different type of furniture. Long story short, there's a lot that goes into just probably even breaking even at this point. It's a lot more investment than you think, a lot more effort. There's a lot less people even looking on the app, on VRBO, Airbnb. So avoid that business, avoid the arbitrage, avoid buying houses with that business model in 2024, especially when they don't cash flow as rentals, because then you don't have a backup plan. So if you're overpaying for a house just for Airbnb, don't do it, whether it's a rental or a purchase. Business number 3 to avoid in 2024 is car flipping. The car industry is going down, mainly due to interest rates, mainly due to supply and demand, and the fact that the party's over. There's not that much free money on the streets. There's not that much printed money going out to people. People are just finding alternatives. People are carpooling. People are using Uber. People are keeping their old car. And it's just the reality. When there's less money, people spend less money. And in a lot of cities, a car is a luxury, especially with Uber, especially with public transportation. A car is a luxury. Flipping cars is going to be dead. The used car market is going down. People are practically giving away leases now. People are practically giving away new cars now. However, there is a finite amount of people. There are professional car flippers that will succeed in 2024 and beyond. There are people that will make money in their car dealerships. But believe it or not, they will be unique. There will be professionals. There will be people that know how to buy the right cars. There will be people that know how to go to the auction, study it, study the market, study the exotic cars, study the cheap cars that are selling. How many miles? If you really put in that time and effort, you spend time researching, going to auctions, online auctions, buying cars from the right people at the right price, positioning it to the audience, positioning it to people with the right banks backing you up, maybe having a buy here, pay here financing, there could be a win there. But that is a business I would not suggest you start in 2024 because only the real professionals with money are going to make it. Fourth business to not start in 2024 is cold calling. This business is pretty simple. You hire, let's say, 20 cold callers in a different country outside of the US. That's pretty cheap. And then you resell that labor to an investor, to another company, and you make a profit. So let's say you hire 20 cold callers for $2 an hour, $3 an hour. You sell it for $6 an hour, that service. And then you make money. The challenge is AI cold calling has entered the arena. AI cold calling is making strides very quickly. AIs don't sleep. AIs are not humans. They don't get sick. They don't take days off. They don't have emotions. They follow the script every single time. When you have humans, you have to train them. They have sick, they have kids, they have families, they have to do this. They have things going on. They don't follow the script sometimes. Sometimes they have a bad day. Sometimes they have a good day. Then they want a raise and they want this and want that. With AI, it's finite amount of money you spend. You know exactly the outcome you're gonna get. You know exactly the input that's gonna go in. And it's very predictable. And that's what business owners like. And although cold callers and cold calling companies might exist in 2024 and there might be some making good money, I do believe that industry specifically will eventually go away almost to zero. And probably the only cold calling teams that will stand are high value cold callers, meaning they know how to negotiate. Maybe they know how to qualify better than an AI would. Maybe they can add some value in different ways. But in all, do not start that business in 2024. I don't see the client list growing for you. Business number 5 to avoid is becoming a licensed realtor. I've been in real estate for over a decade and done many different things and used realtors a lot. And unfortunately, this is gonna be a very tough time for realtors. Especially, there was just a big lawsuit with NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors, and they lost, basically saying that the people do not want buyer's agents anymore. That's the gist of it. I'll let you kind of research it. It's a whole big thing, but imagine this. Imagine right now how the business has always been is there's a listing agent and then there's a buyer's agent. But now the people, the consumers, they want to get rid of the buyer's agent. So that's taking literally more than 50% of the market, because if there's 10,000 agents in your town or 100,000 agents in your town, 60 to 70% of them are probably buyer's agents. Why? Because becoming a listing agent is harder. You have to do marketing, you have to go on listing appointments, you have to get listings under contract, you have to take pictures, you have to go show the house. It takes a lot more energy, effort, and attention. To become a buyer's agent is very free. You just basically represent buyers for listings that already exist. So becoming an agent in 2024, I think it's gonna be a very hard time. Home sales are down, prices are going down, interest rates are up. It's going to be bloody, and if you're not well established, it's not gonna be a fun ride for you. Now, the flip side, there are agents that are going to make a lot of money, and it could be you. You could be a new agent that enters the market and makes a lot of money. The only way I see this happening is you have to be very niched down. Let me explain. I saw an agent the other day that is crushing it doing rentals. And I think it's something that for some reason agents shy away from, but that's his niche. He rents single family homes in his town and he dominates that market. He spends some money on marketing. He has a little team, he has VAs, and he rents like 20, 30 houses a month and he makes a ton of money. So that's one way. I'm not saying that's the only way, but that's one way that as an agent, you can niche down and actually win in 2024. But other than that, being an agent in 2024 is gonna be hard. Listings are taking longer to sell. Sellers are becoming uneasy. Sellers don't wanna reduce their price. People just don't wanna move. People have 60% plus people have a low interest rate, under 4% or under 5%. And they don't want to sell their property because their interest rate that they're going to get is 7 or 8%. So they can't downsize or they can't upgrade. So 60 to 70% of the market's gone. They're not selling. So we got 30, 40% of people left with all these agents. Now eliminate all of buyer's agents. I mean, you have a very bloody real estate agent market. So wouldn't recommend that in 2024 unless you're going to be very smart about it, niche down and spend a lot of time, energy, money, and your resources actually becoming a freaking professional. Do marketing, do sales, train yourself, niche down, and then we can win. Let me know what you think are the worst businesses to start that you have heard about. Maybe I didn't mention any here. These are the 5 that I have researched. Please put it down below. I'm always reading your comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.